And for another late night treat, we are back for All Star Fandom Prime as we react, review, do everything under the sun to this Captain America Brave New World. We
Brave New
just saw
World.
it, just got home from seeing it.
Yeah.
Man, Doc, before say hello to the people, man.
Hey, hello to the people. How y'all doing, man? It's been a while. It's been a couple weeks.
It was last week.
No, but we went on here live though.
Yes, we were. Wasn't Fantastic Four last week?
Oh, was it?
I don't know. Days are running.
I know they run. Hey, they starting to run together, y'all. That means we tied.
But a brave new world. But a brave new world that we saw in a hopeless world that we live in.
Yeah, who's telling? Who's telling? Dog, I'm telling y'all, your boy could have been a brain surgeon, Playboy. I need to fill out some more apps.
So real quick, we'll jump into it and sort of get started here. But again, follow All Star Fandom on all socials, Instagram, TikTok. Go over there, like a few videos. Right now, we're in the month of love with our Fandom Love series. Our episode for greatest superhero couples or iconic superhero couples is out, and our TV couples will be out tomorrow on Valentine's Day. So be sure to check that out. And if you're watching this on the replay, go back and check that out for those.
And if you haven't done it yet, click the subscribe button down there somewhere. Dion gonna put it down there. Click the subscribe button. Y'all follow us and comment, like, and share. Look, we respond. We talk back.
So what we need to go and get into is this movie.
Yeah, let's do this.
Let's just do like our initial reactions, and we'll try to keep it as spoiler free as we can because obviously night of it came out tonight, and then tomorrow is like its main day, or Friday is its main day. But Doc, instant reactions to Captain America: Brave New World.
Okay, let me tell you this. I went into this movie with high expectations, like very high expectations. I wasn't trying to compare, and for no reason did I compare Sam Wilson to Steve Rogers because I love both of them. But I went into this with expectations, and I'm not gonna say it let me down, but there was something lacking. I enjoyed the acting. I really enjoyed the quips and the jokes, but it was something missing to me. And maybe that's just me. But I think for me, I think they could have just made this like season 2 of Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
I'm gonna fully disagree with you on that one. This is a time that we don't agree on this.
I know, and that's rare.
I enjoyed this movie so much. Because like the title that we have for this one, or it's on the thumbnail, Falcon No More. I saw this. Granted, we saw him become Captain America at the end of the TV series. Super dope. Great, right?
Yeah.
This one, this is Anthony Mackie's movie. This is his Captain America.
True that.
So my initial reaction to seeing it, I was like, this is one of the dopest things I've seen. And Cosmic Black Ranger, thanks for joining. Jason, hasn't seen you in a while, man. Thanks for joining over on Instagram. Need to catch up, but I love this movie. So I loved it. Like to be able to take Marvel's needed a bit of a pivot, right? A bit of a shakeup. You had the Jonathan Major stuff.
Yeah.
You have the Blade stuff. You have so many things happening.
Okay,
right? Let's go to this one.
Please. This is what I was getting ready to say. And thank you, Derpy, for chiming in.
Really? Okay. This is how I felt. Let me get my point across first. But let me read it just for the movie was enjoyable, but I wouldn't recommend it to anyone as rewatchable. When I went in, and Jason over on Instagram, thanks for watching. He said it was awesome. I'm on that side. But let me get to my point. My point is that this felt like Anthony Mackie's movie. This is his version of Cap. And there's always something that feels a little different with Captain America movies. Like the look looks different. It feels different. It feels, again, we're working with a Red Hulk and a super soldier and a super evil brain leader villain. But it still felt grounded. And Sam, no serum. He's out here, and they did a great job of making sure
the way his suit reacts to the way when he fights. Yeah.
So if anybody out there saying like, and they addressed in the movie, he's gonna kill you.
Yeah. Yep.
No lie. Like he's gonna die if he punches you. So when I watched it, I loved it, man. I got to see. I never in a million years of being a comic book fan or a Marvel fan would think that I would be seeing Sam Wilson's Captain America on a big screen.
I never thought that either.
And he commanded that entire movie for me. He walked with purpose. He only doubted himself one time, but who was there to pull him out? His boy. Spoiler.
Yeah, don't spoil it.
He showed up to the party to pull him out.
Yeah.
Is it rewatchable for me? I feel like it is because I've gone back and rewatched the series, which has been
okay. See, now.
Let's go back.
I'm not trying to catch you off.
I enjoyed it and thought it was awesome too. Then I sat for a couple hours now, and it seemed too short and simple and left too much to answer.
I guess for me, that's what I felt like. I had a lot of questions. I'm not saying the acting was phenomenal.
The way it was described to me was like this movie was like answering 3 movies. This movie answered Eternals. This movie answered The Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
This movie answered shoot.
You can add Wolverine in that too
if you want to, because that's a whole new sort of. We're going in a new direction with that. But I felt like this movie answered a lot of questions, and if you were in it from Incredible Hulk, boy, I felt so validated at the end of that movie.
And this is the timeline that we were in during Ed Norton's Incredible Hulk.
Well, the thing is, like it was always canon. It was always They just did a recast, right?
Okay.
They just recasted Mark Ruffalo as that character, so it was always still storyline. It's forever been storyline because they brought up that battle in Harlem multiple times.
Yeah.
And the same, and whatchamacallit, his name leaves me, still plays Abomination. So that was always going to be connected. I was still connected. But if you've been around, that's about a 16-year payoff, man. I feel like
it is. It's been a while. But I don't know. I'm feeling like for a movie, that was a lot packed into the movie. And I think if they would have done a TV series and broke it up, I think I would have gotten more out of it.
No,
but
man,
that's just my feelings. That's just me.
I feel like the thing for that, I feel like it's Anthony Mackie's Captain America deserved a movie. Like he deserved a movie. He's gotten a series. He got a series that he shared with Bucky among an ensemble cast, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
Let him shine on his own, man. And I felt like he did in this movie. Anthony Mackie shined to Sam Wilson. I never felt like, so I would agree. This is from Derpy Entertainment. I would agree it felt closure when a certain character showed up revolving around Incredible Hulk after all these years. But then, and then he's been tasked to put another Avengers together.
Yeah.
So this movie is like it's an explosion of what Marvel has been, that went through COVID, that went through the writer's strike, and we're here now. Who's taken that mantle as like at the forefront? Because we had a lot of change up. Chadwick Boseman passing away. The Jonathan Majors stuff happening. Like all of this right now is riding on Captain America, and I'm super stoked. I think I'm more excited for the future, but this movie got me really excited I was excited for this movie. I smiled throughout this entire movie. I'm not gonna lie, I loved it. I wore my shirts. I was in it from. They didn't give me for that $50 for that popcorn bucket though.
I thought they was gonna get you though. I thought you was gonna get the popcorn bucket with the pop rocks in the popcorn and everything.
You know, that shield wasn't plastic either.
Oh, for real? That was metal.
It wasn't plastic. That
was vibrating.
That's like here's the thing. I would recommend people go see this. I think this is my search for
I most definitely would recommend people to go see this movie. For
Doc,
sure.
I'm taking up a little time, but I'll toss it back to you. I would recommend this one.
No, that's what I'm saying, Derby. I would recommend people go see it and form your own opinion. Most definitely. Don't ever just take our opinions for anything.
No, take it.
I recommend. No, I recommend you go see this movie because, like Dion said, Anthony Mackie and the entire crew did an awesome job. The entire ensemble did an awesome job in acting in this film. And I'm not in no way saying this film was bad. All I said for myself is I was missing something, and that's just me. And maybe it might only be me, but I do recommend people go see this movie.
Well, let's go through it. I would love to, like, if within this little time that we have tonight, because we won't stay on too long, sort of dissect it and see what was missing for you. Because I can tell you,
okay,
let's go through it. Like, you like action, use 2 words,
right? You know I do, and I'm not saying
scene, every fight scene, every flight scene.
Every fight scene and every flight scene was good action, but I feel like, and we've had this discussion before about showing me everything in the trailer, and then when I get to the movie,
that's why we only watched the first one. That's why we only reviewed the first one.
And I'm just saying, and we get to the movie, and then I feel like I've seen all the action. Now, granted, I must say, let me look into the camera and say, there's a fight scene in this movie. Oh my God, that's all I'm gonna say. That would have got your boy riled up. And I was like, man, I kind of want some more of that. You know what I'm saying? And you know the scene I'm talking about. But I mean, I don't know, Dion. Like, you remember what I told you?
Let me address this one over here over in Instagram too.
Okay.
Raleigh's Restaurant Room? Is that if I'm pronouncing it wrong, I apologize. I can't make it out. But he said he's watching on Friday. They said you're watching on Friday, and because Anthony Mackie is great, but basically all the stuff was in the trailer. So let me bring that up real quick. From a marketing standpoint, you had to include the Red Hulk in marketing. I get it. It stinks. It's like it's like Superman being. I see Derpy's a fan. It's like a DC fan. It's like having Henry Cavill Superman in the marketing material for Justice League.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things that happens. It's Spider-Man showing up in the trailer for Civil War. Was there a lot of stuff in that first trailer that was in this? Yes, but they still had to put the pieces together to the rest of the movie. We sort of had an idea that it was, again, you know who the villain is. If you thought who the villain was, you're probably right. Mm-hmm. How we get to Red Hulk is not shown in the trailers. How we get to Isaiah Bradley, yeah, but that you get more of that too. So there's stuff within this movie that they didn't show in the trailer that still blends everything well enough to me.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm not saying like I didn't like the film. I really enjoyed how the villain got people to do his bidding. I enjoyed that different aspect of the movie, and I enjoyed how his whole plot, his whole plan, and why he was going after your mans. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like I said, some of the action, I feel like I just saw it all, and I just, like I told you before when we had this discussion, that's why I don't like watching trailers sometimes. But
we do reviews for that first overall trailer. We don't ever do. I don't think we've ever done one for a trailer number 2. I could be wrong, but I don't know if we've ever done one for a trailer number 2. But for this one, and Derpy says he felt like it left much on the table.
Left a little bit on the bone.
It set the table, is what I saw from this movie. Dude,
for you talking about for the rest of the
MCU at the moment, man. It's like, who puts this team? Who puts the team together? Or not who puts the team together. Sam puts this team together. It's essentially, again, we got a great foundational story to Anthony Mackie's first introduction as full-on Captain America, as Captain America in this movie. Now he's being tasked with doing some of the most unthinkable things. He's only a man compared to everybody else.
Something that's clearly impossible.
And he's going to put together a new Avengers, a Steve Rogers who defeated aliens twice.
Yeah.
So
2 times.
So think about again, that shield still carries a lot of weight, but he held that shield like a champ, man. He carried that shield like a champ. It sets the table for me because now I'm more excited about the possibilities of MCU because I know we'll get to Doomsday and all that stuff, right? Or Doom, whatever. But it builds to that. It builds to that.
I'm still excited for what's coming in the MCU.
And you get the Thunderbolts too with Bucky and that crew
coming out in July. I'm still excited about
that. Who's spoiler, just between me and you, who Bucky?
Yeah, I know,
okay.
Right? I know, right? Like, okay, so yeah.
If you haven't seen the movie, go see it.
I know, right?
When she said that whole name, I'm like, come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now. But no, but I'll give it back to you. I'll say this lastly. I enjoyed it, but I understand.
I liked it, but I want y'all to go see it for yourself and come and drop some comments. That's what I want. And I want to tell Derpy Entertainment, thank you so much for joining us live. And we appreciate all of your comments. And yes, I'm gonna watch Thunderbolts. We're both gonna watch Thunderbolts for sure.
And that's the thing. Like, I feel like MCU is just in this weird, not weird place.
I was gonna say they're in a I was gonna say a weird place, because that was the word I was going to use. They're in a weird place where they're trying to figure it out, but I think they're gonna do okay because they have some stuff coming out later this year. We talking about past July. They got other stuff coming out, and it's gonna tie it all together, and we're gonna eventually get the Avengers back.
But my biggest thing is, like, with this, and I'll try to connect it back to this movie. Marvel's run was unprecedented.
Yeah, that's true. 100%.
And the fact that it was so unprecedented, I'm able to give them. I feel like they maybe not deserve, but grace. I give them leeway. All right, we made a misstep with a Secret Invasion. I understand that.
Yeah,
we made a misstep with a few of those other things, and trying to get Disney shows and stuff up and whatnot. I get that, but man, I don't know if I've trusted them this long, and they pulled it off. I remember, again, going back tonight, that first Avengers movie, when they did that hero shot of all of them spinning.
Mm-hmm.
I said in the theater at that time, it was probably a rewatch with you. They fucking did it.
Yeah.
Pardon my language, but that's what they did. And from that moment on, yes, there's been missteps. There's been things ups and downs, but man, like what they've given us now we're just greedy at this point.
I think
but
so.
Derpy, he says, I'll be real. I'll watch Fantastic Four eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Me right now, Superman is the only movie I care about in July. Derpy,
yeah, Derpy. I know we see that you're a true DC fan, and I must say, man, DC has let us down so many times in the past few years, man.
Epic fail after epic fail.
We are for sure looking forward to seeing Superman, but we are also for sure looking forward to seeing Fantastic Four in July as well.
I'm gonna use AI to make a Henry Cavill Superman movie and just watch it at home. Like, it just
no, you have to put that on YouTube. If you do that, you gotta put it on.
I don't want to get flagged or get taken down for his likeness. And this is a comment I see, and I know we're on Anthony Mackie's Falcon, and we'll go back to it, but a lot of people are trusting James Gunn. For me, Guardians was great. Guardians was great, and he stuck that landing. But see, here's the thing: Snyder was never gonna make a universe. It was always supposed to be like 5 movies, and he's out.
And then he was out.
But then DC and Warner saw that Marvel money, and they wanted that Marvel money. And look what happened.
Billions. We can make billions.
And look what happened. They made nothing. But that's another story for another day, Derpy. We'll cover DC in another episode somewhere down the line. But for this one, I enjoyed it, Doc. I thought Anthony Mackie was great. Okay. Friend of the show, Will Ferrell, partner on Kayfabe Podcast, wrestling podcast on Saturdays. He just chimed in. How the F you have a Cap film that ain't about Cap? I didn't care about Ross that much to make the film about him, basically. What we doing?
Now, hold on. Let me say something. Will, you supposed to be at home getting bed rest. Why is you even in the movie theater? That's neither here nor there. We're going to discuss that
just
later.
Infecting now. Pneumonia, bird flu.
But back to what he's saying. Okay, I understand what he's asking, and we're not trying to give away any spoilers. But to answer this question properly, you have to talk about the film, which, Dion, do you think you can explain the answer without giving away anything?
About how it's not a Cap movie?
Yeah.
Dude, for me, it tasked Sam Wilson with an impossible thing of just forming the Avengers and sort of trying to work within the system again.
Right. Okay.
And on top of that, during this whole time, we find out like he's, how he trains now and who he trains with.
Yeah.
And it's spoiler free. We're trying to keep it as light as spoiler free as possible.
Yeah.
But I've said some stuff already, man. So I think it's fine. But no, for me, that movie connected so much. And I got Sam Wilson as Captain America in a Marvel movie.
Oh,
and I think that's the biggest thing. I think that's my biggest takeaway, because after seeing him, where's that picture? That on that board there, as like the Falcon with the wings and all that stuff. Yeah. And I'm in 2025 at this age of my life, and I look on a screen and I just see him floating up. The inner kid inside of me and the man that I am today is all giddy together, man. So I don't think anything could have been off to this movie for me. But if you hung around if you were there for Incredible Hulk, if you would have been on this journey for it too, if you made it through that other movie that, why we got this island that's there.
Yeah.
It's a payoff, man. It felt so gratifying sitting there and being villain. Yes, I was there for that. Or, okay. We'll back on track.
On track. I never said, and I want people to understand, I never said
he took his NyQuil. He's back on track.
Anthony Mackie couldn't lead. Anthony Mackie is Captain America. That is not by any means what I'm saying. I didn't say the movie's not disappointing anything. I'm just saying, for me, I felt like it was some questions I want to answer. So here's I'm gonna ask you.
You answer so many. We answered 16-year-old questions.
No, I can ask you a question, and I don't think this will give away anything. Wasn't adamantium, or however they say it, wasn't that discovered 200 something plus years ago? I am not fully sure. I think the only reason we're getting to add it now or use it now is because we got Disney has a license to it. Okay. So once they got Fox, they were able to use certain things now. So that's why you can use adamantium. If anybody knows who's watching or in the comments, again, drop them in the comments. Let us know for sure. But I just know legally they probably weren't able to use it. I got you.
That's why we got vibranium.
Right, because when they kept saying, I was like, wait a minute, because I know for a fact Wolverine is alive running around wreaking havoc somewhere. Right,
at least until he's 90.
Right. I'm like, wait a minute, what you mean y'all just discovered this now? Come on. But and I 100% agree with Derpy Entertainment that after credit scene, it was underwhelming. I was expecting to see something like, "Ooh, I'm glad I stayed for this."
Okay, let me ask this then. What were your? And I know we didn't want to fully go long. What were your expectations going in? You said you went in with none.
No. I actually went in with expectations.
What were you expecting?
This time, I remember when I told you after we watched the trailer, I said, "Man, I am going into this movie with high expectations because I wanted to see how they would build from Anthony Mackie's character, becoming Captain America." I was so excited at the end of Falcon and the Winter Soldier when he became Captain America. I was like, yes, thank you. I want to see this. And I thought in my mind, and I don't know why I thought this, I thought he was going to actually take the serum in
the show.
Yeah. So, and I was trying, that's why I kept telling you, I didn't want to build up so much in my mind to where when I got to the film that I was let down. That's why I always tell you, I don't want to go into a film with expectations anymore. But this one I had high expectations because I love Anthony Mackie as an actor. I really do. You know what I'm saying?
He carried this movie for it.
He did.
How strong of an actor he is and a leading man he can be. Yeah. He has a level of cool. He has a level of charisma
he has timing. He has great comedic timing.
So there's a multiverse explanation to help us out with Will. Like they don't know about the multiverse or the effect of some of the series we've seen. So yeah, they don't know strange is wild and wacky time or whatever, you know. They don't know about that. Okay, so Derby, I kind of this is, let's say this. I think this is where I am at with this movie. If you've been on like that Marvel ride since day one, I think this movie satisfies, because we tied up Incredible Hulk. We tied up, we got whatchamacallit back, man. We tied up Eternals. Well, not tied up, but we acknowledged
about it. We discussed it.
We acknowledged it, right? We get Cap's first solo movie, Anthony Mackie's first solo movie as Sam Wilson. What else did I say that we tied up?
We got Joaquin as the Phoenix.
As Falcon. I mean, it's just, if you've been on this road for it and you watched the Disney Plus, which was a really good one.
Really good.
It was one of their best Disney Plus shows. Eternals, that's just a lot to try to put so many characters in. The Eternals is essentially how quickly they tried to pack in the Justice League, is how quickly they tried to pack in every single person in that movie. Was it terrible? I don't think it's as bad as people thought it was, but I think I was okay with it. I think overall solid movie. It felt like a Captain America movie, at least to me. Just the look, the feel of it, the secrets, all that stuff that comes along with Captain America stuff. So I
am most definitely going to see it when Cap returns. Most definitely, I'm going to see that.
And who's to say like this next? Well, Anthony Mackie isn't like the Nick Fury of this universe now, where he pops up in after credit scenes now, where he's starting a team, and that'd be pretty dope.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing all of that.
The fact that he's gonna probably go and talk to Ant-Man now as Captain America, I'm looking forward to that. I am, because the respect that Ant-Man had for Captain America when he met Steve, and their back and forth that they had when he was the Falcon, I can't wait to see how that plays out.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one.
But because it's a lot of pivoting that happened for Marvel too, man. And Jonathan Majors and that whole Kang situation, we basically erased all of that. Which Ant-Man wasn't that great either. So
that Quantumania, nah.
Yeah. If Kang's their new big bad, or the Council of Kangs are your big bad, Ant-Man just took out one of the baddest ones. That's tough.
Yeah,
because it's like my friend said, it's like when Thanos showed up to the party, who did he take on? The Hulk. And the Hulk said he ain't coming back no more. Will loves the fact that Hulk never came back.
The Hulk was done. He was like, I'm through. I don't want no parts of that.
But no, I enjoyed it, man. Any last button?
No, like I said, I look forward to seeing what's coming down the line for the MCU. I'm looking forward to see how Sam Wilson builds.
We'll reach out to us, man. Because we love to discuss this a little bit more in depth on Straight Out of Comic Book. Again, Will Ferrell, go over there and check him out. Some really cool content, wrestling to Women's Wrestling Talk and Kayfabe Podcast, which I'm a part of on Saturdays at noon. But cheap pop, go ahead, cheap plug.
No, I was gonna say, what your man Derpy talking about down there, yo?
I have not heard about Fantastic Four Theory Online. I have watched the first trailer. We watched it here live last week.
Yeah.
I'm staying away from spoilers. Not spoilers.
Me too.
Not spoilers. I take that back. Theories.
I'm staying away from everything until after I watch it.
Because Derpy, there's enough theories up here to last me a lifetime when it comes coming up with when it starts coming up with what I want to see from Fantastic Four. I just know I saw that trailer on a big screen tonight, and to see the thing running and hearing those feet hit the ground, I was like, I can't wait to sit here for this. But Doc, anything else, man? Anything else you got from our Captain America Brave New World review?
Man, I think we covered everything. Like I said, I want all of you all to go see this film and come to your own conclusions, and come back and drop us a comment, please.
I think it's a good movie, man. I think people are gonna like it.
I didn't say it wasn't a good movie.
No, I just think people are gonna like it.
I think people are gonna have mixed reviews, like we're having mixed reviews right now.
Yeah, I'm just so biased, man.
And the reason I say that, because I can tell by the language of how people were walking out of the theater. You know what I'm saying? and just listening to their conversations.
Okay, okay.
You know
I'll say this and I'll try to get out of here. Have we become so accustomed to like those Marvel moments
I think
that and I say moments, it's kind of loose, but I gotta pick like strong contenders for that stuff. The strongest would be like Cap finally saying assemble, or Cap picking up the hammer, or something like that. Like there's like clap out loud, Tobey Maguire coming through a portal, you know, stuff like that. Have we gotten to the point where like now, like if you don't have that I saw Harrison Ford freak out at his age.
That was good.
And become Red Hulk. And Red Hulk looked amazing.
He looked amazing.
And in a time where people talk about the VFX for Marvel, there's nothing that stood out. There's nothing that like caught my eye as like bad CGI or like bad VFX in this one. Because they put work in on Harrison Ford's Hulk.
Yeah, and it looked freaking amazing.
They put work in on that. But I enjoy it. Like I said, I think I'm more biased just because I love the Falcon growing up. And the fact that I'm, like I said, this age in my life, and I went to a theater, a Captain America shirt, and the Falcon is on this poster on the side. And I'm like, this guy never get the shine that he deserves. And he got his own movie.
He's gonna get it this whole entire month. He's got his
own movie. He's building the Avengers.
Yeah.
And okay, let me get out. We'll get out on this point. Sorry. We already said he's building the Avengers. That goes without saying.
Yeah.
Who's joining him?
Man, you already know who's on the squad. You already know he got to go to Wakanda and holler at your girl. Both of them.
Okay.
So we know that's gonna happen, right? We also know you already you know your boy gonna be on the team.
Who's that?
Left hand. That's all I'm gonna say.
Buck got a team already. There's an asterisk by it. If they name themselves that, but he's already on a team.
Yeah. Yeah. So you know he's gonna be on the squad. I'm sorry.
You think they'll get Spider-Man?
Well, that's what I look.
They know Spider-Man. They don't know Peter Parker, right?
Because I was getting ready to say it because everybody forgot who Peter Parker is.
They forgot about Peter Parker.
But you know, Sam, that's the thing. Sam know. Well, here's the thing. Do you think Sam got his memory erased too?
All of them. Nobody know who Peter Parker is.
Damn.
So this makes it really funny because like now Spider-Man might never ever take his mask off when he's around him, which I would love so much. I'm playing Midnight Suns. This man haven't took his mask off the entire time in the mansion. Like he's not revealing his identity to nobody. But that's an opportunity. I feel like Captain Marvel, there's opportunity there.
For sure.
Miss Marvel, there's opportunity there. Hawkeye, there's opportunity there. They're going to be young, but your core...
Well, that's why they call the Young Avengers.
So who should your core be? The adults in the room.
Ooh, man.
Anthony Mackie.
The three we talked about, Joaquin, Anthony, we keep calling him Anthony, Sam, capital B, because I feel like he's going to be there. Miss Black Panther. She's an adult now. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if she's gonna get the call up, man. But that's where he gets his technology from, so he has to, right?
Come on, man.
But my starting three right now would probably be Cap, Captain Marvel.
But wait a minute.
Ant-Man beat. I know we might not ever bring it up, but Ant-Man beat Kane. So give him a seat at the table.
Wait, because my question was going to be, how do you get in touch with Captain Marvel?
I mean,
how will he get in touch with her?
I'm sure that. I mean, come on, man. Nick Fury had a 20-year-old beeper. Let's get out of here, man. But that's been our review of or discussion of Captain America: Brave New World. I enjoyed it. I'll rewatch it. I usually don't go. Something really has to push me to go rewatch a movie in theaters. The The first Avenger movie 3 times.
Sure.
Batman Begins 3 times. Sure. 3 is my limit usually. Like 3 is, I can make a solid weekend out of that. A Thursday, Friday, Saturday matinees. Yeah. Like
oh yeah, for sure. Say that.
But I enjoyed it. I think if what did Green Rainbow say? But don't take our word for it.
Yeah.
Doc, let the people know where they can find us, man.
Oh man, hey y'all, you can find us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and here. Well, I already said here, and TikTok. All Star Fandom Show. Like, share, subscribe, drop a comment. I promise you, we'll respond. And until next time, it's been me, Doc. That's Dion, and we out of here.